Coming up in today's episode, a look at the highlights from my most recent glass and ceramics haul. Hello everybody, Brian here, the Motley Mix Merchant. Welcome once again to another episode of M Cubed. Yes, the hair is still long. No, I have not shaved in a couple of days. You're just going to have to take me for what I am today. I was a little lazy, didn't want to shave. Actually, I think it's because I got a sunburn when I had some bristles, and so my face looks really funny if I was to shave right now because I got a sunburn when I had a little bit of a bristle going. Anyhow, how's everybody doing? It is June, almost the middle of June already. Things are progressing well here at the Motley Mix Merchant household. I am just as busy this month as I was back in May. Up to now, today is the 12th while I am recording this. I have sold 24 items so far in the month of June. I mean, it's just 2 per day. It's just going crazy right now. And it's making it tough to keep my store growing. I mean, I'm listing every single day. I've been able to get the store up to 450 items as of right now. But that's been tough because in the last 45 days, I've sold 75 items. So I've got to cover those 75 items, then keep trying to build the store. I've added about 25, 30 or so in the last month only, but that's still over 100 new listings. So it's been a grind trying to keep the numbers up there, but it's paying off. Boy, is it ever paying off. I'll have another episode coming up in a few days talking about what's been selling since my last What Sold episode, and it's just nonstop right now. And I don't know how everybody else is going. I'm hoping there's no summer slowdown this year because so far so good for the warmer weather as everybody starts to get back in buying mode as things start to reopen here. Anyhow, don't want to go on too long about that because today is a haul video. I'm going to be talking about what I got in my most recent box of glass and ceramics from my Toronto contact, and then I have one piece to show you that I've picked up so far at the thrift stores at the local Goodwill. I've picked up a couple of plushes and that kind of thing, but there's one piece of ceramic I wanted to show you. But let's get through this. There's about 10 things to show you in total. The last box from my Toronto guy gave me about 20 sellable items for a grand total of $50 Canadian. That's about 40 US right now. Actually, maybe a little less even, 35 US. So really only about $2 US per item. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to make a good $250 to $300 once everything sells because it's some pretty nice stuff. And let's get to it, starting with small things and working our way up. Starting off with this tiny little thing here. It's an apple, but it's a glass apple. And that sticker on the front says Phoenician Glass. Will it focus? Let's see if it'll focus. There it is. Phoenician Glass. Beautiful reds and golds in this. You can actually see in the bottom the glass through the bottom there. It's signed by the artist. Beautiful, beautiful piece. I've got that already in the eBay store for $25. Yeah, I think it's $25. On the other end of the pricing scale, we have these. Not politically correct, especially these days. Native boy and girl inside moccasins, salt and pepper shakers. There's a lot of them out there. There's a lot of them on eBay right now. They're on the store for $10 plus $2.99 for shipping because they're so light. They'll cost barely nothing to ship, first class, but they're cute, but they're not definitely politically correct these days, or for a long time they have not been politically correct. So, but they're out there and people collect them. So I found them in the box and I sent them out there. These are interesting. Got some shot glasses. And it looks like it's a clean out from a souvenir store or a trinkets novelty store, because as you can see, they're in alphabetical order. Howard's, Harold's, Jody's, and Jared's. Not quite in alphabetical order. I put them in the wrong way, but the H's and the J's there have their shot glasses. I think these are going to be yard sale material, unless I find a couple of Harold and a Howard and a Jody who want a shot glass. That's about the best I'm going to do. They're going to be yard sale material, I'm pretty sure. This bowl is interesting, and it's really getting to me. As you can see, it is a hand-painted bowl with gold detailing on it. And I think the inside is stained. I think that is stained. I can't get that off. I've washed it a couple of times. I can't get this stuff here, this brown stuff here right in the bottom, I can't get that off. But at the same time, those tones are visible elsewhere in the piece. So, you know what? No, I think that might be painted on an underglaze. But that's what it looks like from the side. And on the bottom, it does have some writing, which says, I think the name of the maker is the first word, and I haven't been able to make that out yet. But the rest of it says, do not use for food, may cause poisoning. So somebody knew what they were talking about when they finished this off and realized it's probably lead paint on there, who knows. But it's a nice little bowl, and I'm going to try and do some more research on the name and figure out who signed it. This one has not been listed yet, but I think that's a very interesting design. So yeah, that's one of the bowls that was in it. In these times, everybody should be thinking about peace and love, and here we go. It is a chalice, wine glass, beer glass, really big wine glass. If you really want a good glass of wine after a hard day at work, this is the one you want to get. It's in my eBay store. The link is down below. Peace, love, and the dove of peace with the peace sign. I thought this was just a throwaway item, going to be for the yard sale. Nobody would ever want something like this. I'm wrong. There's all kinds of them, not all kinds of them. There's about a dozen or so on eBay, and a few have sold in the last 90 days. And it's listed on the eBay store for $16 plus $5 for the shipping. Interesting vintage hippie style mug, not mug. What do you want to call it? Chalice, goblet, whatever it is. I thought it was nothing, but after research, it turned out to be something. So I thought that was pretty cute. This one may be the topper of the entire box that I received. It is an absolutely gorgeous Northwood carnival glass dish. That's about how big it is. It is 6 inches from corner to corner, from tip to tip there. It's got the beautiful iridescent finish. Hopefully you can see that a little bit here in the light. And it's got I never know what to call that on the bottom. Is that a starburst, sunburst? I think it's more like a sunburst because of the lines the way they are. I always call that sunburst. And then on the bottom side, it's got the ribs here all the way around. And it's also got that little bit of, it's almost like a diamond point or a crosshatch, but it's not pointy enough to be diamond point. It's more like a crosshatch type design, but it is in very, very nice shape. And I've got that on the eBay store right now for $44.99. By looking at the comps for similar sized items with that kind of coloring, it's got the ambers and the green going through it. Hard to see sometimes which color it is depending which way you look at it. So yeah, $45 for that one. And if that sells, that pretty much pays for the entire box. So I'm hoping it sells. Big time. This is another nice one too. 2 bowls are going to be the big money makers in this one. This is a gorgeous Royal Winton Grimwalds of England bowl. I don't think it's a serving bowl, more like a centerpiece bowl. But again, iridescent finish to it with the greens and the golds all the way through it. Gold edging, top and bottom. And it is in pristine condition. The only thing it has is a couple of little contact marks on a couple of pieces here on the top where somebody has put another bowl inside by the looks of it for storage in a shell, in a cupboard or something. But it's in absolutely gorgeous shape. As you can see, it is Royal Winton. And this one is, I want to say $29.99. I've put in, this one's already listed. I think it's $29.99. But it's a beautiful, beautiful piece. 8 inches across, 9 inches across. And that's going to be a good sale as well. Sorry about the banging there. This is cute. And this is getting a lot of attention in the eBay store. A few watchers and a lot of looks already in just the last week or so. How about that? How about these two guys? Boxers on either side of a floral planter vase. And they're in great shape. There's a couple of minor flea bites here on the back side. But yeah, how about that for a 1950s? They had a sticker on this one from the antique shop that he took over from. And this is from the 1950s. I wouldn't doubt it by the looks of the style and the paint and the age on the bottom. Made in Japan. Upside down there, but you can see it's made in Japan. Here, I'll flip it the right way. Made in Japan. One has sold in the last 90 days, I think, if I remember correctly from my research. And I think this one is only worth about $16.99. But I thought that was, actually, I think I've listed it for $19.99. So I think they underpriced themselves to sell it for $17. I think this is a $20 item, and it is listed as such in the eBay store. And I thought that's great. Somebody with boxers, who's a boxer lover, is going to love that vase. Last piece here from the ceramic and glass haul, and it is another really, really nice piece. There you go. We can see that. This is an ESP Japan Lefton figurine. The farmer looking for the two apple thieves who are hiding in plain sight right behind him there in the huge barrel. It is in gorgeous, gorgeous condition. It's just got the plain back of the barrel and the back of the farmer. And I'll show you the logo here on the bottom as well. There is the ESD Japan logo, hand painted with a registration number or a mold number. And this is Lefton. Smaller pieces of this style have sold for anywhere from $29 to $39. I've listed this one right now in the store for $49.99 with best offer. Everything I've listed is best offer if it's over $20. Even over $15 these days, I've been putting best offer on them just to see what comes back. But I think this is an absolutely gorgeous figurine. It's in perfect condition. And again, $49. I'll take. Probably, if it goes from 40 to 45, I'll be very, very happy with that. And again, I paid $50 Canadian for this entire lot, and you've only seen half of it. And just 3 pieces alone is over $100 worth of stuff, $120 worth of items. So super, super happy. Once again, my man did not let me down with the types of items that he put in the box for me. This was a completely blind box. A mystery box for me because I had no idea what was inside. He didn't even send me any pictures or anything. Actually sent me one picture, but everything was wrapped in newspaper. And that's why I don't do live unwrappings anymore of the boxes from Toronto, because of all the newspaper and the sound. But I had no clue what was in there, and he did me well again. So I'm very, very happy with that ceramic and glass haul from Toronto. And it's selling for me. I'm selling a lot of ceramics, a lot of glass. I'm having a lot of fun with my packing sometimes in the last couple of weeks, especially big items. And I looked at the statistics. In the last 90 days, 31% of my items have been sold to California. And it's usually the big heavy stuff or the really fragile stuff. So, you know, it happened. It's the way it is. I'm used to it now. I'm pricing accordingly with my shipping costs and that kind of thing. And now that my local shipping company is reopened again, I am getting pretty good prices for my shipping as far as keeping the costs down. And that way I can pass that savings on to my customers, and they feel a little easier with hitting that buy it now button. Last piece to show you. I'm a big Blue Mountain pottery fan. I sell a lot of it. I pick it up whenever I can if it's for the right price. This piece is not Blue Mountain pottery, but it definitely looks like it. Here it is. I'll hold it back a little bit. It is then absolutely gorgeous teal blue and brown and black drip glaze ewer. The brown is the undercoat, black and the teal blue is the drip glaze. It's in beautiful, beautiful condition. It's 12 inches high and it's absolutely gorgeous. I got this for $6 Canadian at my local Goodwill, the one that is just about 3 blocks from my house. And it is currently on the eBay store for $26.99 and getting some action and getting a watcher already in 3 days. So I'm pretty sure that's going to sell very quickly. It's not Blue Mountain pottery. I'll show you the bottom. There is no marks There is a sticker residue right there, and I think that is indicative of either Canadian Ceramic Craft or one of the other companies that a former employee of Blue Mountain Pottery started on their own after they left Blue Mountain Pottery. So same style, probably somebody who used to make this for BMP, but under the name of whatever his company was that he started up afterwards. So not Blue Mountain Pottery, but exactly the same style, and it is gorgeous with the teal blue and greens in the drip glaze. Looks absolutely gorgeous. It's not going to take long to sell. I think I said $26.99, as I said. I'm pretty sure $26.99 in the eBay store. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button down below if you have enjoyed taking a look at my latest glass and ceramic haul. It does give this video some traction and lets other people looking for things to buy and things to sell a little bit of a heads up by YouTube when this video gets more likes. So please do that if you would. I have a little bit of news to share. I have picked up a part-time job just while the isolation is going on here, because once I get back to working full-time at the casino, I'm probably not going to have time to do what I'm going to be doing. I have actually been hired by my local auction house. My friends at RT Auctions in Niagara Falls need a little bit of help. They are so busy. They're doing a weekly online auction and now going to move to twice weekly on Wednesdays and Sundays. And they're selling tons of stuff. They're getting a lot of people bringing things in that need to be organized and lotted up and pictures taken and put up on the online auctions. And so I'm working just a couple days a week just to help them out. But it's fun because I get first view at the things that are coming in and the things that are going on the online auctions. So don't forget, don't worry, I've got my fingers in there and my eyeballs on everything. So I know what to bid on when it comes to Sundays and now Wednesdays and Sundays for my local auction house. So just thought I'd pass that along. I am now working in the industry at an auction house, and it's been fun already. Just been doing it for a couple of days in the last couple of days, helping them out, and it's fun. I am enjoying it, and hopefully they are going to enjoy having me around. I'll do my best. I'll make sure that they get lots of stuff listed so they can sell lots of stuff and stay successful and stay in business so I can keep buying from them and reselling on eBay. So anyhow, that's it for this episode. If you want to follow along on all the adventures of this Canadian eBay reseller, please feel free to hit the subscribe button down below and then hit the bell to be notified every time a new episode is uploaded. I have to go and take some pictures of clear glass stuff. I've got a black background that I use for clear glass, and it's time to do some clear glass pictures and list some things in the next few days and try and keep those numbers up there because the sales keep coming. 3 more today, and it's just heading into the weekend now. So I've got things to do, and I know you do too with your thrifting and your reselling, and I hope it's going well for you. Please stay safe as you head out to the thrift stores, and I will see you again very soon right here on another episode of M Cubed. Cheers for now, everybody.